the U of A, as well as most other Division I institutions, that was relative to any EA Sports video games. In the Kessler lawsuit, we were just subpoenaed for some of our contact information for some of our athletes. So it's interesting that it's real. It's not just in the media, that it's really happening. That these things are something that is now actually having an effect on our student athletes. I think, simply put, when all said and done, I think everyone forgets about the reason that we were playing competitive sports is for the love of the game, your passion for the game. That's why I played softball, because when I was 6 years old, I loved the smell of a glove, the way the ball hits the bat when you hit it in the meat part of the bat, like that crack. I mean, there's you live blood, sweat, and tears for this sport, and you want to compete at the highest level. And I think, obviously, with the way things have gone with these lawsuits, I think that part was taken away. That the reason you do this is because you love the sport and you have the opportunity to get your education, receive your education, including some great resources that you have provided for you to get that education and those life skills that you need for the rest of your life. I think we have almost 500 student athletes, and so I think the athletes that we're talking about a handful in just a few sports. And so, I hope if it does change, that it's for the good of everybody. I think the market chooses that. I don't think the University of Arizona would necessarily choose it. It's going to be the market. We're talking about first-round draft picks, projected first-round draft picks. But you never know too about, we have female and male Olympic athletes, or will turn professional athletes in their respective sports: track and field, tennis, golf, swimming. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think the market will drive this. Obviously, men's basketball and football get the lion's share of attention with these lawsuits and the likeness ability and those type of things. I think at some point, I hope that maybe things plateau once we're kind of in this transitional time of, but it could change. It might change more dramatically than others. Different sports obviously have different demands, but I hope that the core mission of college athletics is about amateurism and providing opportunities to student athletes and giving them the best experience. I hope that core mission, maintains that it otherwise it would be more of a professional environment, and that's not what we're about.